Hey everyone, it's Stephanie. If you are tuning in on YouTube, welcome to my channel, Stephanie Squared. If you are tuning in via Instagram, this is my art Instagram channel at Created Brown. Thank you for joining me. This is my weekly blog. So every Sunday at 11 a.m., I've been going live documenting my progress and efforts towards building a sustainable creative career. This is really a touch base for myself. It's an accountability check for myself as well. And I really feel like I'm on the precipice of something really great. And I'm just being obedient and documenting my story, whether 10 people are watching or 0 people are watching. This is me just obeying and submitting to what I am feeling like I'm supposed to be doing. All right. So, what has been going on this week? I just wrapped a really big project and I'm kind of in a lull at the present moment. I don't have anything huge upcoming as of yet. I'm really at a standstill, honestly. Um, Now, don't get me wrong, I still have plenty of things to do. But I'm in a lull in terms of I don't have like a next big thing kind of coming up. I'm just waiting to hear about a lot of pending opportunities that'll determine my next steps. Um, for those that are new or don't remember, I'll remind you that I have a countdown or a count up. I've been counting up towards a shift in my job, in my workplace environment. I am working towards solely being in my art practice and no longer having like a W-2 kind of gig. So I've been preparing for that all year long, and I have 65 days left to reach my goal. What those goals have looked like is me really trying to push exhibitions, art sales, studio visits. And the biggest thing is trying to replace my income through my art practice. That's still a work in progress. The small goal I've made for myself is to just try and make $1,000 a month. If I can try and make $1,000 extra every month just to kind of get on the right path. I've been at this for January, February, March, 4 months, almost 4 months now. And I've hit that goal 3 out of the 4 months of making an extra $1,000 that month. Things that contribute to me reaching my financial goals are speaking gigs, artist workshops, consulting, when I consult with artists from time to time about their careers. Um, I got one sponsor so far for my podcast, so that's exciting. Um, so all of those things contribute to that quota. And then, of course, when I do art activations or installations, like just a week ago, I did a project with Midtown Alliance and Emory ASJ. So that helped me reach my quota for the month of April. Very grateful for that. And then I have a pending art sale for May. So when that goes through, that'll actually make my quota for May. So we're just going to keep it trucking, keep moving. Yes. My friend Andrea shared the next big thing is right around the corner. It literally is. I'm just waiting for it to show itself, but I feel it. Um, I think I've shared a few times before and I've kind of breezed over it, but since I don't have a whole lot of updates, I will share in more detail today about the Fulbright. So I'm a semifinalist for a Fulbright, and that is the biggest, heaviest, most prestigious recognition I have received in my career as of yet. Just to be a semifinalist puts me in like the top 13% of thousands of applicants that go in every single year for this opportunity. So the fact that I'm even being considered and that I got that semifinalist badge, if you will, is a really big deal. And I'm waiting to hear back literally any minute now, any day now. I can hear back. They said as early as March or as late as June. So I was hoping that April might be the time frame. But I don't know. April's about to be done. So I guess I'm still waiting. If and when I am awarded this Fulbright, that'll send me to Jamaica to do long-term research in person, which means myself and my family will be relocating to my home country. And that's a big deal for me, for my inner child, like for my connection to my ancestors, for a really massive project that my heart has been on for years, but I haven't been able to dive into. I'm really excited to get back into a research mode. My I'm a conceptual artist, so my art is really reliant upon me being able to fully immerse myself in experiences and exchange. And I've been, I don't want to say hustling because I'm not like anti grind culture. No, thank you. But I've been working really hard. I've been putting a lot of time and effort into just trying to um, keep myself and my family afloat financially. So I'm really looking forward to the rest, to just be granted a sum of money that'll allow me to just pause all of the work and just really rest into my practice. This is why art residencies are such a big deal. It's, people think like, oh, well, what's the point of like an art residency? Like the value of being paid to just come and think about your work, maybe not even produce new work, but just to have the space, even if it's just a week, to just do nothing but think about work that you want to make or ideas that you have in your head, like that, it overflows into so much beauty, and creativity in your practice. Just my 3 months off after having my son, the ideas were just flowing. So even like in the swimming in the depths of like motherhood, like my creativity has just been overflowing since having him and since shifting my schedule and being more available for my son. It's also given me more brainwidth, and bandwidth and my brain to just think about other ideas and things that I want to bring to life. So I'm really excited about the potential for that. So yeah, so that's a big thing. Other than the Fulbright, there is a public art situation that I'm going to be in this fall. Where that happens is actually all based on depending on what I hear about the Fulbright. So all these things are kind of layered, and one will beget another. But I'm just trying to keep it moving. Of course, I have my worries. Of course, I have my anxieties, but I'm really proud of myself. I've not been debilitated or frozen or paralyzed by my anxiety in quite some time now. So kudos to me. And yeah, I'm moving forward in a way that I'm really proud of myself. Learning to step into these uncertainties and these unknowns. I feel like I've had practice being patient. I've had practice, just like leaning into the unknown and really just being humbled by it. I'm really just trying to do what feels good. Um, and whatever feels good is what I feel like I'm being called to do. And that's what I've been kind of focusing my energy on. So this week, I ordered some new glasses. I wrote a really nice piece about that on my Substack that I encourage you to check out. I also started recording my Substack articles. So when you go there and if you see an opportunity to play it, you'll actually hear my voice. And oftentimes when I'm reading it, I add a little bit more detail and context to the story and what's been written. So it's another way that I'm just engaging with people. Um, I had a killer virtual studio visit earlier this week with Rotem, who's the executive director of the Los Angeles Center of Photography. She was amazing, also a mom. We connected on so many different things, but not but and I really look forward to just doing more of those things. So if you're local and you want to do a studio visit with me, please reach out. And if you're not local to Atlanta, I'd love to have a virtual studio visit with you. it's great for me to be able to, have just more practice talking about my work, but I'm also really wanting to connect with people in a more meaningful way. Um, Traditionally, you go out there to the exhibition openings and, mingle and rub elbows with people in the art world. But the reality is, where I am in my life right now, I just can't. I don't have that availability. My son's bedtime is 7. I do not have childcare. That is not something that we're putting money towards right now. My husband and I relieve each other, and that's it. So, he's got a sleep schedule, he's got programs that he's in now. And any downtime, I am behind my computer working, or I'm in my studio getting organized, and that's it. So I don't have the time and the flexibility to go to a lot of exhibition openings and artist talks and things of that nature. And if I'm participating in those things, they're often on Zoom and online where you can't necessarily engage. So I'm learning to figure out how to engage with and broaden my network and connect with other artists in other ways. And I'm hopeful that that'll work out, because I know it's not the traditional route. I've seen what works traditionally. Showing up and being there and being present, on the art streets is a really active way to be seen and, connect with your future rep or exhibition opportunity. And I love seeing all of the things that my art friends are doing out here in Atlanta and in other states. And I wish that I could be there in person on the nights that matter, on the opening nights and closing nights. But it's just not realistic for me. So I'm navigating that. I'm figuring out what that looks like. I'm not sad about it, but it's just the reality of where I am. I truly believe that my future rep is out there. And maybe I've already met them, or maybe we're bound to meet soon. But I'm really looking forward to that. I still believe that that's where I see myself in the next couple years, is having a representative specifically for my photographic practice, and that freeing me up to dive more into my installation and public intervention art practice, as well as an uptick in speaking opportunities and really growing my podcast and just like my practice through speaking and interactive art engagements like workshops and that kind of thing. So those are all the things, those are all the ways that you can connect with me. If any of that resonates or makes sense, I'm always open to any questions that you may have. I'm really trying to be a wide open book, especially on my Substack as well. That's another place where you can engage with me. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'll see you all next week. Yeah, what else is next? Yeah, that's it. I'll be back here next Sunday. Trying not to be in my feelings about my son's going to be 1 in a little less than a month, and he's already walking. So that's a lot. So yeah, I'm kind of going through it emotionally too, as I get closer to the end of the timeline for my goals, but also reminiscing, honestly, and about just this past year and all the change and all the evolution and the mix and flood of like motherhood, and really trying to dive deeper into my practice. I'm proud of all the progress I'm making. I'm really practicing and learning to give myself my flowers now, and try not to be too hard on myself and give myself grace, because I am doing the thing. I'm doing a really great job and I'm doing the best that I can. So hope to connect with any one of you in the near future. You know how to reach me. Again, my website is stephaniebphotos.com. And yeah, that's it for this week in today's update. I'll catch you all next time. Bye.